You want to know what I love about playing on multiplayer servers? Look at me, look at me. I'm already in nearly full diamond armor, and this is only episode 2. Not only that, but check this out. Check this out, my guys. This is amazing. I can actually, I don't know, do stuff. Hey everybody, Gigglebot here, and welcome back to the TampaCraft server. Today I'm starting things off at the shopping area over here where I've come to spend my diamonds on shulker boxes. Now, there are a couple shops here that sell shulker boxes. There's this, giant shulker here, and then there's this shop here. Now, the shulkers in here are 4 diamonds each, which is not a bad price for shulkers, to be quite honest with you. However, if you come into this general store right here, shulker shells are 3 diamonds for a box, meaning 2 shells. I think that's a little bit of a better price. So I think that I'm going to get myself 3 of them for now. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm going to take these shulker shells, make myself some shulker boxes, and I'm going to start on some cool new projects today. And look at that, only episode number 2, and I already have 2 shulker boxes and some diamond armor. How awesome is that? Man, I love multiplayer servers. Now today I thought I would make up to a promise that I made you guys last time, and that is showing you the wonder that is the Nether hub. I mean, look at these tiers. There's 3 tiers of tunnels going to everybody's bases and points of interest, and look at that ceiling with the prismarine swirls, kind of looking like tentacles or maybe mustaches or something. That's just awesome. This is just amazing. Now, I have myself a tunnel. I dug this out in between episodes, and it gets the job done, but right now it's pretty boring. Like, you just walk around and it's all netherrack. The only interesting thing about it is that suddenly there's a hard right turn, and then you just go right back to walking straight for hours and hours. Well, not hours and hours, but you know what I mean. So I thought today I would decorate it up a little bit. And done. There we go. The ice boat path is complete, and would you look at that? Isn't that a nice little path there? You almost wouldn't be able to tell it was a nether if it weren't for the gas noises in the background. I have it lit up really well with these lanterns here, but also some hidden glowstone underneath these trap doors here. Because as much as I love the function of glowstone, it's still really ugly. But yeah, now the most interesting thing isn't necessarily this hard right turn anymore. You got the path here. You can put a boat on it and zip along like that. Oh, except for there's pigmen. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Only problem is I don't exactly know what I could do about that. Like, I want to keep them from spawning in my nether tunnel here, but I don't know how. So if you guys know how I could do that, let me know down in the comments, because it'll definitely help out in the long run. But yes, it's not fully done just yet. I do want to have a rail line down here where this stripped oak is, just in case if I ever need to transport any villagers or any other mobs back to my base, I can do that. But it'll definitely suffice for now for my purposes, and having an ice boat on here. Man, that is one fast method of transportation, huh? And this is just the tip of the iceberg for what I have planned for today. This is project number 1 here. I definitely have some other things planned for today. And one of those things is building a sustainable food farm. Now, these golden carrots that Dawjinc gave me last episode are wonderful, and they've been getting me through. However, they're starting to run on low supply. So pretty soon I'm going to be out of food, and that's going to be no bueno. So I'm going to grow myself some wheat and some pumpkins, and if I can get some carrots and potatoes from someone or somewhere, I'll grab some of those as well and start putting up a farm. Now that's the really interesting thing about playing on a multiplayer server like this is, like, really early on I can have this cool kit of like diamond tools and armors and stuff like that, but then putting together the farms, it's like you're just starting over again. So it's a really cool dynamic of playing on a multiplayer server like that. But anyways, I have a really cool plan for this farm. So I think the best way for me to demonstrate it is in the form of a time lapse. Now, if you play Minecraft for any length of time, you are eventually going to want to build a circle. And when you do, you're going to think to yourself, I can freehand this circle, it won't be a problem. You will be wrong. It's always wise to look up a circle making tool and go from there. You can see that I did that, and I had to take the whole thing down. It was a little bit frustrating. But then once I did, I took it all down and I got the right circle put in. I looked up the right tools to make a scalable circle for what I needed, and I got to work on this project. Now, my initial plan for this was to just make a multi-tiered farm. Probably about 3 tiers kind of floating in the sky, supported by some really cool wooden, like ladder-shaped supports, and put each individual crop on each tier. So wheat on the top, and then pumpkins, and then carrots and potatoes, or whatever else like that. But about halfway through the project, I decided, hey, it would be pretty cool if instead of just a multi-tiered farm, this turned into like sort of almost a terrarium kind of thing, but like without the dome on top. So sort of like a floating garden, if you will. So you'll notice a little bit later on in this time lapse that I start putting in a few details like that. Now, right here, I'm putting in the supports, and that was an interesting process because I didn't have a boat. I didn't think to make a boat, and I should have, and it would have taken a lot less time had I done so. But yeah, here I am making a central staircase going up the middle, the biggest circle right there, and then here's the smaller one of the 3. This was a really fun time. I think the whole project from start to finish ended up taking me around 12 hours. I didn't have all of the materials on hand when I started it, or at least I underestimated the amount that I would need, and it kind of got out of hand very, very quickly. But in the end, I really think that this whole project was worth it. And welcome back. We just put on some finishing touches of this wonderful farm area over here. Let's row up closer and take a look. Look here. I've got some lanterns underneath here. I've got some stairs just to kind of give it a little bit of shape and everything like that. Now, the farm itself, to get to it, you have the central spiral staircase here, which I might improve a little bit later on. But the farm itself, it's not the most efficient thing in the world. You know, I have some micro terraforming going on, the tiniest little bridge you ever did see. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be the most efficient thing out there. But hey, my name's Gigglebot, not El Mango. I gotta build what I enjoy, and what I enjoy is some nice custom terrain. Eventually, I want to put like a giant mushroom here, but I don't have any way to grow mushrooms just yet. So that's a thing. I got some pumpkins growing down here, and I think up here I'll probably do like carrots or potatoes, and then the wheat's gonna be up here. Of course, I might do like wheat on this half, and then carrots or potatoes here, whichever one I decide not to grow down here. But yeah, this is my farm area. Obviously, I don't have the seeds to fill it up just yet, but we're getting there. You know, every time I do this, I get a little bit closer, except for when that happens and I have to replant. But yeah, every time something grows, I can fill in another row. So that's cool. I really, really like this area a lot. I may come back and work on the build a little bit more, because from a distance it doesn't look the greatest, but I like the way that it looks when you get up on top of it. So yeah. So a little while ago, I got a message from Dawjinc, and he said that he wants to start building Neuschwanstein Castle, which if you're unfamiliar with it, I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. Basically, it's a really famous castle. It inspired the Disney castle, and way back when, a long time ago before CG, if any movie needed a fancy whimsical castle, they would just use stock footage of Neuschwanstein. So it is a very prominent castle, both in history and in pop culture. So we're building a recreation of it here on the TampaCraft server, and I found this lovely little sign right here by my front door. In fact, right in front of my front door from Dawjinc. So we need sand, gravel, oak, birch, stone, endstone, and glass. But before I get any of that, I'm going to meet up with Dawjinc at the castle site and just kind of see what he has to say about all of it. So let's meet him over there. All right, so I'm over here with Dawjinc, and he's going to show us around the build site here. And tell us how we can help. So what's up, Dawjinc?
Hey, so right now we have the border laid out for the castle.
All right.
If I go too fast, let me know.
Okay.
This is the walkway coming from our nether portal.
Awesome.
And right now we'd be coming into the courtyard, which is partially done.
Oh, wow.
The front wall over here is actually going to be torn down and redone. Somebody had an idea to copy the picture we all were looking at.
Right.
The entire castle actually extends out past into those trees over there.
Oh, wow. So this is going to be quite the project, huh?
Yeah. The actual castle part is what is being worked on over here with all the cobblestone.
So this here's the cobblestone.
Going to be our base layer.
Cool.
So we're gonna wall it off, creating a giant rectangle.
All right. So like where all this netherrack is here is where all the cobble's going.
The netherrack is the border of the castle.
Awesome.
So right in this section where the center is what you're walking on right now, this is going to be a 2 wide door coming into the main castle.
Awesome. Now, do you guys have plans for the interior as well? Are there public photos of that, or are we just kind of winging it?
I'm gonna look for public photos of that, but I think mostly what I want to do with that is any of the players that are helping with it take a section of the castle and do what they want with it.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
My plan for what I want to do in this area is I want to put in a mini game that I'm going to build, and then I offered to Nightwolf if he wants to make a dungeon, because he already started a tunneling system underneath the castle in the front of the castle. So
very cool. So the exterior will be, historically and realistically accurate, but the inside we get to go wild.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like fun. So that looks like a really awesome project that we're all going to be working on here on the server, and I'm excited to get started. However, it's going to take quite a while for me to gather the required materials for us to put that together. So I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of grinding in between episodes, because as of right now, guys, I am out of time. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, please kindly thank that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed it, then please give me a subscribe. It really does help me grow this channel. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Gigglebot, and I'll see you next time.